Hi guys, so scoping it with kids is on the move, but publishing videos of your kids without their consent is questionable and should be subject to thorough thought. That's why I am presenting Scoping It with Kids as a closed playlist and a trust-based playlist, because I would love to share the experience of using the Get Human Scope formula in the parent role, because it's so influential on how we perform as leaders and how we contribute in general. But it's a trust-based, as I mentioned, trust-based decision. So, and I call it by appointment only. That doesn't mean that it's some kind of exclusive club, but I want you to reach out, and I'll give you access to every link. Yeah. For now, that's the decision. How are you? What a beautiful translation. So this is Scoping It with Kids, and let me tell you about a very interesting morning. She comes in at 5 o'clock. It's Sunday morning, and since we've been out traveling, I'm a little bit rusty on the whole morning routine, so each weekend she gets to see some cartoons. And I was like, yeah, and I have arranged this little movie set for her movie showing the day before. And I'm like, yeah, I turn it on, and then I see that it's 5 o'clock, and I'm just, oh, I made the biggest strategic mistake ever. And when she, in addition, she's making smoothie. When she, in addition, spills strawberries all over the carpet, I'm telling you, I would almost say I'm about to lose it. And I still feel the anger flaring up, because stress and stress chemicals remain in the brain and the body for hours, so it's not unusual to have these relapses, even when she's so sweet. Det har vi ikke. Men vi kan lage en sunn smoothie. Må du tenke. So that's an important point with when scoping it with kids is it's a great opportunity to master the situation and not create possibly devastating things mentally, not like sickness or but behavioral change and adjustments that aren't necessarily authentic and healthy. So I'll get into all of this when doing a few Scoping It with Kids video. Now I'm just trying to calm down and observe the anger when it flares up, the frustration, and composing myself and remembering to say I'm sorry whenever I snap back at her, to teach her how to clean up her mess, and not the smoothie, but the relational. Okay, have a good day. So the smoothie making is evolving into a bit of what do we call it when you in Norwegian, skyttergravskrig, trench warfare, I think. When she demands more ingredients, I'm saying, no, it's breakfast in 10 minutes. Jeg skal oversette for deg etterpå. And what I notice when I'm not calm, not at all, but I have a very strong inner observer who notices. And that's why the observer is so difficult and painful for many people, because it shows a side of us that we like to remain unconscious of or unaware of. But what I notice is that I hold her irrationally accountable. So she wanted jam, a can of jam, and I'm like, yeah, you gotta open it yourself. You gotta open it yourself if you want the jam. Yeah, I can tie it. Kan du si hei?
Hei, hei! Hva heter du? Jeg tror jeg var det gips.
But I'm not forcing her to tie her own plastic bag.
Hei, pappa, jeg klemmer.
Ja, jeg klemmer ikke, jeg bare tok ut lufta. I'm like, you have to open the jam. And when she doesn't, it's like, maybe it's because you don't eat your breakfast, you don't have the strength. It's like this hopeless attempt at restoring some kind of imaginary balance. And I'm well aware of this battle and back and forth is what also creates an upbringing and an identity and a lot of skills, but I strongly believe it's possible to raise a child and to be a parent without releasing that much stress chemicals, and not with all the consequences of have to cleaning up our mess, like our relational mess, becoming friends again and again and again, stuff like that. That's just tiresome. That's not overthinking it, or it's not overthinking it to be aware of this stuff and try to avoid it. It's actually growth. Okay. So the smoothie is finished.
Yes.
And it was okay.
Yes.
And you love your daddy.
Yes.
Du glad I pappaen din, sa jeg. And it was a complete mess.
Yes.
And that's
Nå døde vi. Ha det.
Ha det.